So today I want to talk about inserting into databases and updates. We'll get to the updates next. But insert 1 million records into different databases using C#.net to insert. Okay, so first we have here C# CsvDatabase library that I created. You can find it in the link below in the description. I initially started out with the C# code that's inside a CSV database. It took 22 minutes about ish, and about 25 minutes for CSV database to run 1 million records. About 22 minutes for the initial code that I created, and that's without delimiter checking and some other features. The way that this database works is revolutionary. It allows you to, once you insert if you insert a class and then you insert another class, it will create new columns that it will merge both classes together, so you'll have all the columns in both classes. Okay, and they'll be inserted in the correct locations on the correct row record locations. So it's revolutionary. It dynamically creates on the fly when you insert new columns if needed. Okay, so next is SqlServer. So a relational database. The fastest way I could insert was async. C# async calls using stored procedures. Okay, and that took about 14 minutes. About 14 minutes to do 1 million records, and the fastest was MongoDB. MongoDB did it in about 12 minutes. It did 1 million records in about 12 minutes. So, and finally, Oracle took Oracle 12c Enterprise Edition, C# ODP.NET took would take 13.8 days to complete. So very slow. So you be very careful if you're using Oracle with ODP.NET. If you're using any .NET code with Oracle database, be very leery of the transaction times. They're very slow. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show you guys was updates. Now, currently CsvDatabase it's kind of slow for updates, so I didn't even bother graphing it. I am trying to get help with redoing CsvDatabase updates and deletes. That code could be somehow optimized, I think, to run even quicker than it does. But MongoDB C#.NET Driver 2.8.0, it could do 1 million updates in about almost 12 minutes. A little over 12 minutes, maybe. So, no, 12 minutes. Okay, and C# async SqlServer procedure. Okay, so C# and a synchronous, the SQL command with the async execution using using a table that has a index. The table has to have an index, so when you do your update, it uses the index on the ID field. So that way it uses a table index whenever it does the lookup to do the update. If you do not do it just like I said, this time can dramatically increase with SQL Server. You have to use the procedure, and you have to have an index and your where clause on the column that it's searching for the data. If you don't do that, this time could dramatically increase. Okay. So it took 20, 21 minutes or 20 minutes. It took 20 minutes to execute. So it's almost double the time, and you would have to make sure that your columns, your in your where clause on your update, that the columns that it's searching through need to have an index. Performance and tuning. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you for about CsvDatabase and how it compares to other databases. I really like MongoDB. You can see here MongoDB is just shredding it with performance. So I highly recommend MongoDB. Oracle, be very very careful if you're an Oracle using .NET. The times are way out there. 13.8 days to do 1 million records. Okay, so thank you guys. I hope you learned something. I'll try to make some more videos. Have a wonderful day.